right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Science Vision Not Life. My name is Adewale Booker Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to talk about Robotech. Basically, all the cartoons that have robots in them, from Transformers, Megaman, Voltron, just any robotic type cartoon, man. Because I find that it's something I never talked about before, and I watch so many of these cartoons because I love robotics. But that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we get going, let's thank our sponsors. This Science Vision podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting, growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadale Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadale Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadaleCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadaleCenter.com for details, y'all. And yeah, I'm going old school today. This is the bucket hat with the first version of the Cardiac Assassins. And of course, I got the baseball tee, as y'all can see, first version of the Cardiac Assassins. So both of these available on sciencevision.com. But by the end of the show, I'm going to show you some of the new products we got so y'all can go get them out on our website. So y'all, let's get into the show, man. You know, like I said, I wanted to talk about some of the old cartoons that I watched that involve robots. And I love me some robots. So first on the list is Big O. A lot of y'all might not know this. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to either show you if I have it, I'm going to show you a poster, but if I don't, we're about to Google it and show you all the character. So Big O, I'm going to type in Big O from Cartoon Network. And this is what we're talking about on Cartoon Network. Some of y'all might know it. Some of y'all might not. Hopefully y'all remember it. It's the old school. It was so cool. The guy piloting the Big O was like a mercenary, man. He was basically like not a hitman for hire, but a investigator for hire. Is the best way for me to put it, man. This is Big O. For y'all that don't know, that is Big O. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's Big O right there, man. What would happen was on the episodes, that guy is in the front right there. He would get hired by an individual. Then he would have to go basically save the day or take out somebody. It's the coolest thing. I am shocked this is not a TV show. Or better yet, it's not even a movie. You could have a 3-movie thing with this thing, man. It's so sick. I mean, that robot was huge. It's got cannons. It's got lasers. It's just so cool. It's basically like a Gundam, but old school looking. It's like a old school tall geese, basically, from the Gundam wing. That's the only way I can explain the Big O. It's one of the sickest cartoons. If you had Toonami, which was in the early 90s, 2000s, man, you know about some Big O. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So Big O, man, just off the chain good. You know what I mean? One of the best cartoons ever. Next up on the list, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Let me get that on that Google again, y'all, because, you know, that's how we're doing this show today, man. A lot of y'all might not know about it, but some of y'all might. But let's type this bad boy up. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Man, it was so sick, y'all. The robots would come together to form around Servo, which was the main character, and then they'll form this giant robot, man, and he would go into gridlock mode. It was just, I gotta find the pictures, y'all. I gotta find the pictures. Hold on, I'm looking for the images, man. This was some of the sickest. Let's see here. That's Servo. So this is Servo, right? So this is Servo right here. And in other countries, he's known as Gridman. But in America, we know him as Servo. And then now let me find y'all him joining forces with the other fighters. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find it. Come on. Let's find Gridlock. Come on. I know we can find this Joker. Grid power is what they used to say. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I even remember VR Troopers. Oh my God. Virtual reality. You know what? Here we go. That's them forming the giant robot right there. It's the action figure, man. That's right there. You know what I mean? That was so sick, man. It was so sick. Now that I just thought of something, now I'm going to talk about it. I mean, y'all, Servo, so that tractor, Boar. Oh my God, I can't remember what the third person was. but it was a girl and two dudes, and then the joint with Servo. And then whenever someone would go into the digital world, if he was just too much for him fighting the monster, they would come in there with Tractor and Boar and the third one, and it was game over, y'all. They'd give the business to the robot, to the evil menace, to the evil virus. Man, the show was so good. I can't find it nowhere, not on YouTube, not nowhere. So I'm basically gonna have to come with the pocket and pay for this, and because I really want it. I love the that show. It was so good. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. It was just, oh my god, one of the sickest shows. Sickest shows I've ever seen. Let me see if I can find it. I might be able to show y'all on YouTube. Maybe. You know what I mean? That's a big maybe. Maybe. But Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad was just, oh my god, off the chain, so good. One, like I said, if you can't find it on YouTube, you're probably gonna have to, let's see here. If you can't find it on YouTube, you're probably gonna have to find it on Best Buy or something, Amazon.com. But let me see if I can find it, man. Hopefully it shows good, because if it don't, I'm gonna be disappointed. Look at that, getting a YouTube commercial. Oh my god, that's what I get for using.
God lives inside computer circuits. With the help of Malcolm Brink, he creates megavirus monsters to attack electronic systems. Meanwhile, a freak accident turns Sam Collins into Servo. His friends join forces in their samurais attack vehicles. Together, they transform into the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
That's what I was talking about, y'all. That show was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? It was just, oh my god, so good. I had to just show y'all that. Next up on the other side, because it just inspired another thing. VR Troopers. That was another show. Some of y'all might remember it. My favorite dude was the one who had the laser lance command. You know what I mean? It was the brother. And then, it was Caitlin. I can't think. I think it was Jason. I'm trying to remember the names of these characters, man. Oh my god, it's so many characters. Let me see. But VR Troopers, I'm about to type that in for y'all. So for y'all that don't know. Let me see if I can type in VR Troopers. Some of y'all might remember, but 90s was full of. It was also because it was around with the time when you had Beetleborgs, you had VR Troopers, you had Power Rangers. See here, VR Troopers. Laser Lance Command. Let's see if I can find it, man. Oh yeah, I found something cool. This is what I'm talking about right here, boy. See, that's right there. That's VR Troopers right there. Oh my god. Oh, it was so cool. And what it was they fought in this like virtual reality against this evil overlord. I can't remember his name, but man, it was, oh my god, show was so sick. It makes me want to go on let me see if I can see this. This is them on the set, like in reality, right there. You know what I mean? VR Troopers. Man, I used to love that. My favorite was this guy right here. Oh man, look at this thing. Let me see here. My favorite was this guy right here. The third one, he used to say Laser Lance Command. I was just like, oh, that's so sick. I'm surprised that's not even a movie, but VR Troopers, if you've never seen it, I don't know if you can find anything on YouTube, but man, VR Troopers was off the chain. Another robotic type movie, man. You know what I mean? It was just, oh my god, it was so sick. You know what I mean? Next up is Exo Squad. Exo Squad is off the chain. If you've never watched Exo Squad, you are missing out. Exo Squad is one of the best cartoons ever made, constructually, conceptually. And the reason why it's robotic is because they used to have to be in exo frames, right? So I'm going to show y'all Exo Squad. Exo Squad is, oh my god, off the chain. Man, I'm just retroing back on some of the good cartoons from back in the day, man. It was just a lot of good cartoons. Let me see if I can find the DVD collection for y'all so y'all can see it. Let's see here. I gotta get Exo Squad. The Exo frames. That's Exo Squad right there, y'all. Off the chain. You know what I mean? Exo Squad right there. With JT Marsh as the leader, and then Noah Burns was his second in command. This is, and then you're at this is another cover right here. You'll probably would like this one. You know, it's got more of the team on there. You know what I mean? This cartoon, one of the best cartoons ever made, Exo Squad. It's just sick with it, without question, just off the chain. JT Marsh, Marsala, Nora Burns, Alec DeLeon, Maggie West, Lieutenant Torres, Takagi, Bronski, Admiral Winfield, Jonas Simbaka, and of course Phaeton himself. How this is not a movie, I do not know. This is the bin of movie, man. This, oh my God, Exo Squad was so off the chain. You can find it on YouTube, but they're not really that good. So guess what you got to do? Come out the pocket. You're gonna have to get your Amazon.com or Best Buy, or wherever you can get it, man. That DVD, now that I'm thinking about it, I gotta go get it. You know what I mean? But Exo Squad, the robots, and what they would happen was they would have to get into these extra frames. Then they could fly in space. They could fly in Earth. They could fly to Mars on a carrier. It offered a lot of protection. They had missiles. They had cannons. They had technology. Of course, JT Marsh was the leader, and then of course you had Alec DeLeon, who was the tech guy. Maggie West, who was a math person. Masala was like the brains and the bronze. Nora Burns was second in command. Bronski was the guy who just didn't care. Takashi was the wild guy. He was just a daredevil. I always have to try every type of pilot move there was to try out. You know what I mean? Just, man, it was just off the chain, man. Of course, Phaeton wanted to take over because he had such disgust and disdain for the humans, you know what I mean? Because he felt like they subjugated them, which they did, and then they got them back by freeing themselves. The Neo Sapiens versus the humans, man. So Exo Squad, y'all. Next up is Cyborg from Justice League. Yeah, Cyborg is a robotic type of character, man, because his body is made of robotics. You know what I mean? His father, of course, his real name is Victor Stone. His father, of course, Silas Stone, saves him from the mother bot, and then he gets, you know, he pulls back together because of the explosion from the mother bot. Now let's find us some Cyborg. Let's see if we can find this Joker. And if for y'all don't know Cyborg, I know you watched that show, Doom Patrol. That's right. Here we go. That's Cyborg, y'all. I know y'all seen him. That's Cyborg right there. Man, he off the chain. I know you're like, oh, that's Deadpool too. Yeah, well, I'll put them in the same book. And this poster, right, can be found on sciencevision.com. You know what I mean? Cyborg, man, off the chain. He's got cannons. He can fly. He's smart. He's built. He's integrated into like the Motherbot universe. And so everything she knows, he knows. I mean, his technology is so, of course, it saved his life, but it also took his humanity too, right? And the only thing that's really left of him is his heart, half of his face, and his brain. But everything else is just all robotics. You know what I mean? Just straight up, he's like a super half human, half cyborg, basically, is what you can call him. But I mean, of course, they call him cyborg, but man, cyborg off the chain, man. Of course, whether it's Justice League, the movies, or the many animated series, like Justice League Doom, like Justice League, the one where they fought Darkseid, recently where they had Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Shazam. Dude, it's just, or Flashpoint, but Cyborg, man. Of course, the Justice League movie did not do him justice. I don't feel like it did. You know what I mean? But hopefully future Justice League movies are going to be better. But Cyborg off the chain, man. Next up is Megazord and Thunder Megazord. Man, y'all know what it is. Let me see. I got to find this poster. Shoot. I'm currently watching Power Rangers right now on my Netflix channel. Now look, that's Megazord right there. Y'all know how to go old school on y'all, right? That's Megazord right there. But, and of course the rest of the Power Rangers, so let's see the whole thing. That's Megazord right there on top doing his thing. But then, let me find y'all Thunder Megazord from Power Rangers. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Thunder Megazord is probably my favorite Megazord of all the Megazords that the Power Rangers ever had. Thunder Megazord was the sickest, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I always thought Thunder Megazord was the sickest. Thunder Megazord. Oh, yeah. God, I love Thunder Megazord. He's off the chain. Let's see here. It's ironically enough, Thunder Megazord did not last that long on the series of the TV show, which was weird. Let me see if I can find another image of Thunder Megazord. That was just weird that he didn't last that long. I always found that ironic. Like he was a cool Megazord. I think he's the coolest Megazord ever. Let's see if I can find something. Come on. Here we go. That's much better. Now that's Thunder Megazord right there. You know what I mean? I love me some Thunder Megazord. You know what I mean? But Thunder Megazord and Megazord, sick with it. The Dinobots are the Megazord, and then of course the Thunder Megazord, powerful Dino. You know what I'm saying? You got Triceratops for the Megazord. So you got Triceratops, Mastodon, Triceratops, Pterodactyl, Saber-tooth Tiger. And then of course you got for the Thunder Megazord, you got Red Dragon, you got you got Crippen, you got Unicorn, you got Firebird, and then you got a Lion, the Lion Megazord. You know what I'm saying? Because it used to be Mastodon, Lion, Thunderzord power, so Lion, right? So, and they would come together, man. Even the formation of the Thunder Megazord is sick with it because the Red Dragon would stand on his own, then he would come together, and everyone would join his feet, and then of course he'd pull out his big old samurai sword, man, and just give him that strike. Oh, man, Thunder Megazord off the chain. But you know what I'm saying? Megazord, you got to pay homage because he got the thing jumping off. You always got to pay homage to the old school. And of course, Megazord, let's bring them together. The power, I mean, and Jason would say, bring them together, and they would have on that vehicle mode, then hit them with the cannons, and then they would rise up. Then, of course, Pterodactyl would come and land on Megazord's chest, and then, of course, he was like, sword power. Then he would take the sword, catch it, and just give that villain the cup, man. It was just, oh my God. Power Rangers got me so amped up, man. But you know what I'm saying? Power Rangers, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Next up, you know what I'm saying? Megazord, Thunders on Megazord. Next up is Teknobot from Teknoman. Man, y'all know how I feel about Teknoman. Y'all know what it was. Oh my God. Teknoman is so sick. Let me see. Teknobot. Let me get it for y'all. Y'all know I gotta get the Teknobot. The Teknobot is the sickest, man. Teknobot. Also known as Pegasus, as I like to call him. Pegasus, power on. That's what Teknoman would say. Oh my God. I know I gotta find this Joker. Let's see here. Come on, gotta find the Teknobot from Teknoman. You know what? Teknoman. Finding stuff, but boy, it's not easy. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. You know what? This is the Teknobot. Let's see here. Man, I can't believe it's this hard to find the Teknobot. Not a single thing? Man, this is messed up. Look, that's the Teknobot right there. You know what I mean? That's the Teknobot behind him. But let's see if I can find. See if I can find. I might be able to find something better, yo. Let's see if I can find it.
Only one way to find out. Good luck out there, Blade. Thanks a lot, Ringo.
This is the Teknobot.
Same to you, buddy. What? Teknobot, power on! Open the interlock chamber. Here it goes. Initiating launch sequence. Teknobot away.
That's the Teknobot. I mean, it's just Teknobot off the chain. Like I actually like that transformation better than when he just holds the crystal. Basically the Technobot was created so that it could amplify the power of the crystal, because the crystal got shattered by Gunner. And so Mac and Marley had to build basically a robot that could really literally reincarnate the energy of the techno crystal, because you have to create, because Darkon had created it, right? And so to get Slade's powers back, they have to put it into the Technobot. So without the Technobot, he can't transform. So the Technobot off the chain. And me, I'm already into robotics. Like, I love Iron Man. So anything that involves any kind of armor transformation is going to be off the chain. Technobot off the chain. It's just, oh my God, off the hook. You know, it's just one of the best. It's one of the best robot cartoons ever. It's one of the best robots in any cartoon you can ever watch. And if you've never seen Technoman, please go to YouTube and type in Technoman. Watch all 43 episodes. Technoman. I mean, it's called Technoman Blade. It's got, in the American version, it's just called Technoman, but I guess in the Japanese version, it's called Technoman Blade. I've watched it both in Japanese and in English, so I love both. You know what I mean? But Technoman is just off the chain, y'all. I'm talking, it's just, oh my God, it's so sick with it. So, you know, Technobot is next, is number 5 on the list. Next up is Gundam Wing. You know what I'm saying? Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz. I want to be specific because you've got Wing Zero, Dev Sight, Sandrock, Heavy Arms, and Voltron Gundam, of course, Epion, which is powered by Colonel Zex, and also the Tall Geese. You know what I mean? But let's look for this. Let's look for this. Let's see here. Let's look for the Gundam Wing, because man, Gundam Wing is off the chain. Woo! I gotta show you all these robots, man. They are off the chain. And as far as Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, if you got Hulu, you can watch it on there, because I'm watching it right now. I'm actually on episode 40. The new leader, as I like to call the episode, is where Queen Relina becomes the queen of the let's see here, Gundam Wing. Endless Waltz, of course. Come on now. 1994 is when it was created. It's better than any cartoon. This is what I'm always talking about in terms of animation of how Card Drive Assassin is going to look. It's just off the chain in detail. It's just crazy good. Let's see here. This is a good picture right here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean? That's Gundam Wing right there, boy. That's off the chain. That's the robots and the characters. So you got Hero, Duo, Troa, Wufei, Katra. You know what I mean? So they doing their thing. You know what I mean? It's just off the chain. Now, you know, I got to show y'all the poster. So just in case you want to go get one on sonicvision.com, let's see if we can find this Gundam Wing for y'all. Let's see here. We're looking. I'm looking. Y'all give me a second. Let's see here. It takes time. I got so many drawings, man. Here we go. It is Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, man. You know what I'm saying? Available on sonicvision.com. I mean, these things are off the chain. I mean, this is what I'm talking about right here. Gundam Wing off the chain, the gears, the transformations, because each Gundam could transform. Like Wing Zero was a jet plane, and then all the other ones are just more like just robotic. But even still, man, Wing Zero got the cannon, it's got the sword. Death Sight got the axe dagger, as I like to call it. Sandrock's got the 2 mini, like I want to call them mini katanas. Heavy Arms got every form of artillery possible, and then of course, Voltron Gundam. It's like got that long arm. It's got that like 3-headed. I don't know what to call it. Like it's like a sai. I don't know. It's a fork weapon, man. It's just all up in there. And of course, Wing Zero is powered by Hero. Death Sight is powered by Duo. Sandrock is powered by Katra. Heavy Arms is powered by Troa. And then of course, Voltron Gundam is powered by Wufei. And of course, Colonel Zek's power was the Epion Gundam. And he also at one point powered the Tall Geese, but then the Tall Geese got transferred over to Trace Kushiranada. You know what I mean? Y'all, this should be a movie. Man, and I know movies, like, they always try to budget things, but man, are you kidding me? You got all these remakes and you can't make Gundam Wing? Take some of that remake money and put it towards Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing would be off the chain, y'all. So Gundam Wing was next on this list. I just can't talk enough about it. The detail of this cartoon. You can see the digital analog on the screen of the card Gundams. I mean, that's how detailed this cartoon is. This is how I want Card Drive Assassins to be. When you're looking at the characters, or whether they're in their vehicles, or whatever they might be in, you can see the detail of everything, the screw in the gear, the gear inside the screw. I mean, it's just off the chain. The detail is just the cockpit with you can see numbers. That's how detailed this cartoon was. So Gundam Wing at number 4. And number 3, Transformers, robots in disguise. Y'all know I had to go find these guys, man. Optimus Prime, you know, the Autobots versus Decepticons. I think we got it in front. Yes, we do. And this is from Transformers Prime, because I love this. I know y'all can see that, man. You know what I mean? Let me straighten it out. There you go. Transformers. You know what I mean? You got the Autobots on one side, you got the Mega and Decepticons on the other side. You know what I mean? You got, man, Transformers, whether it's from the 80s, the 90s, now, always off the chain. The robots able to transform to different things. And it's always weird. I always felt like it was like the Decepticons were cheating. There were jet planes and helicopters, anything could fly in the air. And the Autobots were literally down the ground assault vehicles. And of course, it sounds redundant because Autobots usually means ground vehicles. But man, it just sucked. I always used to be like Decepticons were cheating. And of course, Optimus Prime. And then when the movies came out, the first one was great. The second one, the rest, I don't think so. You know what I mean? But Autobots, man. And if you've never seen Transformers Prime on Netflix, you gotta watch it. It's off the chain. I think it's from 2013 to 2015 or 2016. But it was such a good show. I've watched it probably 3 times. You know what I mean? On my Netflix account. It's off the chain. Optimus Prime is so cool. You get to see him in different armor modes. You get to see rebuilt, and then of course Megatron leading the Decepticons, of course. Starscream, Dread Knight. I mean, all kinds of, and then the twin brothers. They were airplanes, F-22s, and of course on the Autobot side, you got Ultra Magnus, RC, Bumblebee. Oh my God, my brain is just freezing right now. But the Transformers, man. I mean, I wasn't disappointed in the movies. The first 2 were great. The first one was fantastic. The second one, okay, but the rest were just like, what is this? You know what I mean? So, you know, but Transformers is number 3 on this list. It's just off the chain. It's just one of those, like, Transformers is generational. It's went through so many generations. That's almost since 1982 or 84. Transformers has been around. Of course, it's made by Hasbro. That's 30 years of existence, of just success, of just continuous transformation. Even now on Netflix, they got Transformers Cybertron Wars. I would just finish watching that one. That's another one that's off the chain. They had Transformers Beast Wars when Optimus Prime turned into was like a gorilla, and there were primals. It was primals versus the oh my God, what is the villains called? And then Megatron was like a giant T-Rex. Then you had Cheetor, Rat Trap. I mean, it was just, it was off the chain, y'all. I can go with Transformers all day long, but Transformers is another great robotic cartoon off the chain. Next up is Voltron, Defender of the Universe. That's right. Yo, man, let me find this pic, man. Y'all know what it is. Let me find this pic for y'all. Y'all know I gotta find this. Y'all, hold on. I didn't know finding Voltron. Oh, here we go. And I'm talking about the old school Voltron. Yeah, there you go. Not the new one on Netflix, man. Voltron Defender of the, this is old school, baby. You know what I mean? The black lion, the green lion, the red lion, the blue lion, so we got, and the yellow lion, you know what I mean? You got Keith, Lance, Peach, Prince Allura, and Honk. Of course, Finn was the original blue lion, but then he died, I think it was episode 1 or episode 2 of the original. I mean, they had like 65 episodes, and of course the lions got to come together. And then they formed Voltron, Defender of the Universe. And of course, he busts out the blazing sword on these suckers. They step out of line, he got to do something to him. I mean, Voltron was just off the hook. Anything that comes together, you got to pay homage to Voltron. 5 vehicles coming together, you got to pay homage to Voltron. Power Rangers coming together, you got to pay homage to Voltron. Anything with 5 vehicles, man. I mean, there's not one cartoon that where people, even when people are having a conversation, they say, 5 things coming together, they got to form Voltron. It's just an acronym that everybody says now. And Voltron off the chain. They miss timeless. Since 1984 or 83, I think, it's went through so many phases. There's only been really 2 cartoons I remember. The old school one, then the legendary Defender that's on Netflix, which I'm going to probably go watch because that was off the chain good. And of course, the movie came out. The movie has not come out. Excuse me, that was Power Rangers. So I'm wondering if there's ever going to be a Voltron movie, because if you can make Power Rangers, why can't you make Voltron? That doesn't make any sense. Voltron is the lead dog. It's the old school. So, these these production companies quit making remakes of all these movies you keep showing us and make some new stuff. Voltron's out there ready to be made. You know what I'm saying? Technoman's out there to be made. You know what I mean? So Voltron, defender of the universe, man. Last but not least is Megaman. Super fighting robot. Let's get the Megaman, dude. I mean, oh my God. Megaman, just like Cyborg, except he's half human. But he's more robot than anything else because he was artificially created. He's not like Cyborg where he was a human, then became a robot. No, he's a cyborg from the beginning. He's just a robot from the beginning. And of course, Dr. White creates him and creates his sister Roll. And then of course his dog Rush, you know what I mean? And Mega Man, man, this cartoon, that cartoon I just showed y'all, it's from the 1990s, man. Let me see if I can find Mega Man. Hold on. Let's see here. So that's Mega Man, y'all. That's Mega Man. That cartoon, I keep watching it all the time. Like I love watching that cartoon intro because it inspires me. Mega Man's just sick with it. I don't think I've ever done a list where I didn't have Mega Man on. Even on the video game, I love Mega Man. Mega Man's off the chain. That's 1994, I think 1995. There's no other one I've ever watched that I actually liked. Like that was Mega Man X. I never really liked that. That's always been my favorite Mega Man right there. You had, and he would go against, of course, he had Dr. Wily on his side. Dr. Light on his side, who created him. Roll his sister, Rush his dog, transform into any type of vehicle you can pretty much think. Then, of course, he had the drinking thing that would always bring him energy drink. So whenever Mega Man would lose power, he could drink it and get energy. And Mega Man was really artificial, period. He was never human or anything. He was just created from scratch and then given a human mind and human body to look like human anyway. Then, of course, he would go against his evil brother, Proto Man, who was created by Dr. Wily, who had other robots too, like Guts Man, Cuts Man, Pharaoh Man, Ice Man. I mean, it's just, that cartoon. Now y'all gonna have me going on YouTube and watching this all over again. But, you know, Mega Man was off the chain. I mean, that's why it's probably number one on my list, right? I didn't really have this to be a ranking, but I just want to talk about all the cool robotic cartoons that I ever watched. And these are all the robot cartoons I can think of because it took me a while to put this list together. If I missed anything, there'll be other episodes where I can talk about more robot stuff. But Mega Man comes in at number one. It's off the chain, y'all. But before we get up out of here, because our show's about to come to an end, I want to talk about the new products we got coming. First things first, you always got to talk about the Carjack for Assassins bio book because this book is the lead to the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book, which is coming soon because I talk about it every episode. And trust me, y'all, I was just looking at the corrections today. Oh my God, this comic book is off the chain. It's a game changer. So get this copy. So when you actual comic book comes out, you can understand the characters in detail. So Carjack for Assassins bio book available on our website now. Get your copy today. Now, next up, let's talk about some new stuff. We got phone cases now, y'all. Phone cases. And we got them in every type of iPhone. And we got them in every type of Samsung Galaxy. So from S10 all the way to S22 Ultra, all kinds of crazy numbers there. Then from iPhone 8 all the way to iPhone 13 Pro Max. You know what I mean? So this is my iPhone iPhone 12 Pro Max right here. You know, my phone is pretty big, but I have to get my OG characters, the original Carjack Assassins. I'm going to let y'all see it. I know y'all can see it. You know what I mean? It's just sick, man. Let me do a 360 for y'all so y'all can see it. You know what I mean? Phone cases. Who doesn't want a phone case with art on it? So, you know, a lot of people was asking about this, but we finally got the phone case. And we're going to work on the iPads. I know that's coming. We're going to work on the iPads. I'm working on that right now. You know what I mean? Of course, they got glasses cases, which I've shown on numerous times, but I'm going to show y'all again. Glasses cases. You know what I mean? It comes with its own cleaning cloth for y'all don't want to know. And if you want to know if it actually works, yeah, it does. Because guess what? I'm going to wipe my glasses. I'm going to put them on. You know what I mean? So you know it's real cleaning cloth right there. You know what I mean? Own cleaning cloth. Look at that, man. You ain't going to see too many glasses cases. They got their own cleaning cloth. You know what I mean? And this is top of the line. You know what I mean? So and we got them in different characters, man. Everything I just showed y'all. Carjack for Assassins, Cajun, Escalade, Black Panther, Iron Man, Wonder Woman, Turtles, Voltron, you name it, man. We got it. Let's check out more stuff. We got towels, too. You know, when you're taking that bath, right? Look at this. We got Carjack for Assassins towel. But you can get them in different characters, too. You know what I mean? This is a mini towel, right? This is for your kids. This is what you get for them. But you've got the one that's adult. This thing is a monster. You literally can fit 2 people in this joker. That's how big this towel is, man. This towel is huge. You know what I mean? This is the classic cardiac assassin, and it's double-sided. That's the cool thing about my towels. It ain't got art on one side. It's got art on 2 sides. So, you know what I mean? So if I draw a character, let's say Black Panther or Iron Man or cardiac assassins, I can produce variations of those characters on the towels. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing here at Sound Vision, man. We are constantly growing. You know what I mean? So y'all, that ends our show today. But before we get up out of here, we got to thank these sponsors. The Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. And before I forget, can't forget the Batas footwear line, of course. We got the Batas ones. You know what I'm saying? These are the OGs, as I like to call them. Some people prefer the Batas ones over the Batas 2. So visit our website to get these right here. Then, of course, you got the platinum line of Batas 2. You know what I mean? This is the platinum, Batas 2 low tops. This is the gray color scale. You know what I mean? As you can see, we got artwork. It's not the same artwork all over the shoe. No, it's different artworks. How many shoes you going to see like that? Not too many, not that I know of. You know what I mean? So the Batas 2. Then, of course, and these are the low tops, as I stated before. Now, let's show you all the high tops, right? You've got the high tops. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you have A4 Capital Consulting leading your business and growing it in all kinds of directions. Look at the art, man. Double-sided. The art is not the same on my shoes. My shoes are very special. The Batas footwear line is special. So, y'all, that's the merchandise for today, man. But I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Booker Jr. Please check out our website at soundvision.com or soundvisionshop.com because I know a lot of you are used to that. And please subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen, whether it is Amazon, Desert, Spotify, Apple. And you can also listen to our podcast on soundvision.com. We always have the newest episodes there. Please check out our social media platforms at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all at Soundvision. As I stated before, TikTok and YouTube are the game. Don't play with yourself. If you're an artist, that's where you got to be, man. Don't lie to yourself and want to hold on to Instagram or whatever. It's old news, man. You got to let it go. You know what I mean? So, and please, as always, don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.